What's going on, guys? Briar Rabbit here. Today is Armsday. We're going to go over recommendations for what roles for last week's weapons we should pick up, and I'll also give you some recommendations for next week's weapons. So let's start off right away with the RE41. In my opinion, there's really two good roles here. The first one is number 2. This one's going to be all about DPS. So we've got Hammer Forge for improved range and accuracy, always a nice perk. We've also got Speed Reload and Outlaw. So what this build is going to let you do is put out maximum damage by always have you firing instead of reloading. Because we've got 2 perks to increase the reload speed, you're going to be spending a lot more time firing instead of reloading. I like this one, but I think I like the third one just a little bit better. This one's got perfect balance, lightweight, or reinforced barrel. I like reinforced barrel because it gives you a little more range. It takes away on the stability, but I think perfect balance is gonna kind of negate that. And then we got hidden hand. I think this is gonna be a good crucible pick. The combination of hidden hand, perfect balance, and reinforced barrel I think is gonna go really well in the crucible. So I think I'm gonna pick up number 3 here, but I don't think you could go wrong with number 2 either. All right, next we're gonna go with the Eirene D, and again, I think there's 2 pretty good selections here. The 2 and the 3 are gonna be my picks. The number 2 pick here has Surrounded. This weapon gains bonus damage when 3 or more enemies are in close proximity. We've got Full Auto. This weapon can be fired in full auto mode, always a useful perk on pulse rifles. And we got Snapshot. Aiming this weapon is incredibly fast. I love that. The third pick, too, isn't too bad. We've got Last Resort. This weapon handles and reloads faster when the wielder is the last living player of their fire team. Very useful in Trials of Osiris. Counterbalance to give it even more stability. It's already got pretty high stability. High caliber rounds, speed reload, or injection mold. I think for my money, just because I want to try it out in Trials of Osiris, I'm going to go with the third pick here. I don't love full auto rolls on pulse rifles. I just find that it messes up my timing a little bit. So I'm going to stick with the third pick here and give that one a shot. Next, we've seen a Ludmila D before. I like this weapon. I don't love this weapon. I think there's, again, 2 picks you can go with, but I think the third pick is really the way to go. The second pick is nice. It's got crowd control. I always like stuff that gives me more damage. Counterbalance, again, more stability, which you really want on these high impact pulse rifles. We got high caliber rounds, speed reload, and injection mold, which again gives you a little more stability. So I think with the combination of injection mold, counterbalance, and crowd control, you got a real winner here. Next, the third pick here is a little different. We got Head Seeker, which is very useful, I think, especially on the Hake pulse rifles with their 4 shots. Full auto, I said before, I don't love full auto on pulse rifles, but I might give this one a shot. We got Snapshot, which I love, speed reload, and injection mold, again, to get that stability a little bit higher. I think I'm gonna try this one out. Even though I don't normally love full auto, I do like Head Seeker. I think this might be a winner. So I'm gonna give this one a shot because actually the number 2 is similar to Ludmila that I already have. So I'm gonna pick up number 3, but I really recommend either 2 or 3. Now, the Suros JLB47. A few weeks ago, we got a pretty god roll for PvP on this. This week, it's really going to be all about PvE on this rocket launcher. And I'd probably recommend number 2 here. It's got shells fired from this weapon track their targets. This gun also comes with aggressive launch, heavy payload, of course the tracking, and javelin. So it's not a bad roll. You know, it's probably not going to be as good as something like a raid rocket launcher. And rocket launchers kind of fallen out of fashion, it seems. If you're a Titan that's got Takenaut, you might want to check out this one because it basically replaces tracking, which you already got from the Takenaut helmet, with cluster bombs. So you get a little more damage out of that. I'm going to go with just straight up tracking for my Hunter and my Warlock. All right. This one is an, oh god, I can't believe they did this roll. The Eirene RR4. This thing is an absolute beast. First of all, we got the Focon SS1. Ultra low hollow sniper sights. We've got luck in the chamber. A lot has been said about putting luck in the chamber on a sniper rifle. I don't want to go into it too much, but it's really useful in PvE. And it gives you basically 1 bullet in every magazine that can one-shot a Guardian in PvP. It's super cheesy, But good God, this thing is going to be all over the place now that it's been available for the second time. The Eirene is a really good sniper rifle for PvP because it's one of the few snipers right now in the game that can res snipe a Guardian. We've also got Quick Draw, another awesome sniper rifle perk, and Unflinching, again, a good sniper rifle perk. You can also swap that out with Mulligan. Missing a shot has a chance to return ammo directly to the magazine. So if you happen to miss a shot while you're sniping, you probably get another chance. This is a beast roll. I'm going to buy it. I'm not going to lie. This thing is absolutely incredible. I highly recommend that one. All right. So that's going to do it for last week's picks. Next week, we've got the Omelon Thiessen FR4. It's a high-impact fusion rifle, and if you can get a roll that helps its charge rate, we could really have something. I know a lot of people don't like fusion rifles right now, but they are fun to mess around with, especially in the Crucible. I kind of like them. I know that they're not popular, but I still kind of enjoy it. It's one of the few weapons in Destiny that, you know, really feels like it's Destiny only. It feels original to Destiny. Next, we've got the Hake Herja D. Basically, think of the Apple of Discord with less range, but more stability on this. So we'll be looking for any perks that can give us a little more range. But if you like the Apple of Discord, you definitely want to pick this one up. We got the Ludmila again. Again, it's a high-impact pulse rifle. Look for stability perks on this one. Next, we've got the Suros PDX-45. This is essentially a Hawksaw. So if you like the Hawksaw, and I know you do because everybody loves that gun, it's an absolute beast in PvP, definitely pick this one up. You might get a better roll than what your current Hawksaw has. And finally, we got the Hake Strongbow D. I don't recommend this for any reason, really. The impact isn't high enough for PvP. The fire rate isn't high enough for PvE. I would recommend skipping this unless you just want to get some weapon parts out of it. So for me, the highlights are the PDX, the Herja D, probably going to go with the Ludmila next, then finally the FR4, and lastly the Strongbow D. But definitely the PDX-45 is the highlight for next week. So that's going to do it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Hit that like button if you like the video. Hit subscribe if you're new to the channel. And I'll see you next time.